You've probably heard it over and over again. Buying a home in America today is impossible. Prices are too high, interest rates are brutal, and unless you're already wealthy or inherited money, owning a house feels completely out of reach. But today, I want to challenge that idea. Because in this video, we're taking a road trip across Michigan, and we're looking at 5 real houses that are actually for sale right now. Not guesses, not hypotheticals, real listings. We'll be starting with a home priced at $130,000 and working our way all the way down to a house listed at just over $50,000, which I've saved for the very end. And yes, these are actual houses, not empty lots or burned out shells. These aren't luxury homes, but they also aren't the fantasy prices people think disappeared years ago. These are places where real people could live, fix up, and build a future. So grab a coffee, buckle up, and let's see what dirt cheap housing in Michigan really looks like. We start with the most expensive home on this list, and even then, it's still far below what most Americans expect to pay. This one is located in Lansing, Michigan, the state capital, and it's listed at $130,000. Lansing isn't a tiny town in the middle of nowhere. It's a functioning city with jobs, universities, hospitals, and government offices, which already makes this price surprising. This house offers 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms, which is rare at this price point. The layout feels modern and practical, with an open living area that actually works for daily life. This isn't a cramped starter home that feels temporary. It's something you could comfortably live in for years. For $130,000, you're getting space, functionality, and a location that isn't economically dead. In many states, this price wouldn't even get you a studio apartment. Here it gets you a full single-family house in a capital city. That alone should make people stop and rethink what's possible. Dropping down from there, we head to Detroit, where prices really start to shock people who aren't familiar with the market. The next house comes in at $99,900, and it's a solid brick home with 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms. Brick matters here. It means durability, lower maintenance, and homes that were built to last decades. This isn't flimsy new construction. It's the kind of house that, structurally, can easily outlive its owner if it's taken care of. Inside, the layout is straightforward and family-friendly. There's a large kitchen, decent-sized bedrooms, and even a garage, something many homes under $100,000 simply don't have. This is the kind of property that works well for someone who wants stability, not flash. Yes, it's Detroit, and that matters. But it also means you're buying into a market where prices have already been beaten down for years. For buyers who understand the area and choose carefully, homes like this can offer incredible value for the money. Next, we stay in Detroit but move further down the price ladder. This house is listed at $69,900, and the number alone is enough to make most people do a double take. This one is a larger home with 4 bedrooms, located in a quieter, more rural-feeling part of Michigan when compared to city centers, specifically in Mio. Mio is small, peaceful, and surrounded by nature. This isn't about nightlife or fast growth. This is about space, quiet, and affordability. The house itself is older and definitely needs updates, but the bones are there. 4 bedrooms for under $70,000 is almost unheard of in most parts of the country. There's room for a family, guests, or even a home office setup. And because it sits on a larger piece of land, you get privacy and breathing room that many suburban homes can't offer. This is the kind of place that appeals to someone who wants to slow life down. Fewer people, less noise, lower cost of living. For the right person, that trade-off is worth far more than being close to a major city. Now we drop even lower, back into Detroit, with a home listed at $56,500. This is where prices start to feel almost unreal. This house offers 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, along with a detached garage. At this price, it's clearly not perfect, but it's also not a total disaster. The structure exists. The layout makes sense. And most importantly, it's a single-family home. Not a condo, not shared walls, not rent-controlled. This is the type of property that works well for someone who's willing to put in effort over time. Maybe you don't renovate everything at once. Maybe you live in it and slowly improve it room by room. That's how a lot of people built wealth in the past. not by buying perfect homes, but by buying affordable ones and upgrading as they went. For under $60,000, the monthly cost of owning a home like this could easily be lower than rent in many parts of the country. And once it's paid off, your housing cost almost disappears. And now the one I saved for last. The cheapest house on this entire list, and the one that really breaks people's assumptions about home ownership in America. This house is listed at around $50,000, and it's located on Wisconsin Street in Detroit. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, nearly 2,000 square feet. Let that sink in. Most people spend more than this on a used car. Here, that same amount buys an entire house. This home has a front porch, a fenced yard, and a layout that actually feels spacious. It's not tiny. It's not claustrophobic. It's a real house that someone once raised a family in, and could again. Is it perfect? No. Is it luxury? Absolutely not. But it exists. And that's the point. For around $50,000, you can own property. No landlord. No rent increases. No waiting for permission to live your life. Just ownership. When you step back and look at all 5 of these homes together, the picture becomes very clear. We started at $130,000 and worked our way all the way down to around $50,000. That's not a theoretical range. Those are real listings, available right now, in one U.S. state. This doesn't mean every cheap house is a good deal. Location matters. Condition matters. Due diligence matters. But what it does prove is that affordable housing in America hasn't vanished. It's just unevenly distributed. If you're willing to look where others aren't, consider cities people gave up on, or accept that a home doesn't have to be perfect on day one. Opportunities still exist. So the next time someone tells you that owning a home is impossible unless you're rich, remember this video, remember Michigan, and remember that sometimes the best opportunities live where fewer people are willing to look. If one of these houses surprised you, drop a comment and tell me which one. Hit like if this opened your eyes, subscribe for more videos like this, and let me know which state you want me to cover next. Thanks for riding along, and I'll see you in the next one.